What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We've got one story, one question, so let's go. Today's story is about the S24 Ultra, and we've talked about this change, but I just want to dive deeper into it and actually how excited I am about the S24 Ultra because of this change. Now, there's changes on the camera. It's going to be up to 200 megapixel camera. There's changes with the size, and that's really what we're going to talk about. And, you know, there's obviously internal changes with potentially more RAM, definitely a better, faster, more efficient processor. There's also going to be an Exynos processor in some parts of the world again. But let's talk about the size, because one of the big things about the size is that it's currently not going to have, at least what we're hearing from about the S24 Ultra, it's no longer going to have a slightly curved display like it has had recently. It's going to be flat, and I can't tell you how excited I am about that. One of the reasons I love flat displays are they seem, and they are really, giving you more real estate, more things to look at on the display. It's just bigger. I mean, I can understand why people don't want a bigger display, but if you don't, they have the S24, they have the S24 Plus, which you're gonna come back to me, I'll say it for you right now. It doesn't have the best camera, it doesn't have a 2K display, it doesn't have this. Okay, but at the other end of it, you can add grips on the back of your phone to make it easier to hold, no matter what size it is. I have one on my folding phones, and it makes it much easier putting a grip on the back there. So why am I excited about that? Let's get to that. Well, here's what it's gonna look like. These are renders created by Ice Universe, and as you can see, it doesn't look any different than what I'm just held up in my hand with the S23 Ultra. But where you see the big differences are when you go and start looking at this compared to other phones. So you have the iPhone 15 Ultra on the left, which has a flat display. You have the S24 Ultra in the middle, which has a flat display. And you have the Xiaomi 14, which I believe also has a flat display. But you can see how tall and how wide the S24 Ultra is going to be. And it looks like it's gonna have a ton of screen real estate about it. And then here's another one, just in colored format, at 14 Pro versus 15 Ultra and the 24 Ultra. And the 24 Ultra just looks massive. I am just so in love with massive phones. It goes back to the time when we had something like this, where we had the Galaxy Note 5, and if I remember correctly, and what I can see, had a flat display. I mean, you can go back to even further than that, and those had flat displays, and those were small phones, but they seemed huge because they had flat displays. I remember when like the S7 Edge had come out, and that was really, really curved at the edges, and that seemed completely different. That seemed really small to me. And this brings me back. These flat displays are totally bringing me back to, what was it, God, 10 years ago, basically, at this point, almost, I guess more, almost, when we had these kind of phones and they had flat displays and they seemed large and they gave you more screen real estate. And I love it. I'm like so looking forward to this phone. The consensus on the Twitter tubes, or the X, whatever you want to call it, is a lot of people are upset about it. I am so looking forward to it. Obviously, if I was getting the Exynos 2400, I wouldn't be really looking forward to it, but there's a lot of countries such as America and other parts of the world as well that'll still get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And major reason I'm looking forward to this phone, though, again, is that flat, huge, I think it's like 6.8 display. I'm so looking forward to it. Let me know your thoughts. Are you team flat or are you team curved, and why? Put it in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's jump into our Q&A. One and only question comes from T.U. Davis, saying that he knows I love my love handles, which I'll grab one right here. Here's the one on the Z Fold 5. He said the reason he doesn't like them, he has a ring holder, he doesn't like it because he can't wirelessly charge his Fold 5. So two options: take the case off, plop it down, you can wirelessly charge. The other one, I don't use this, but I know some people that do and they say it works, is Snap. Those have the ability, I believe, to wirelessly charge even with it on. Again, I don't like those. I still love the love handle. I think it's the best thing around. But yeah, if you need to wirelessly charge, that would be your best option that I personally know of, would be Snap. Thanks so much for your questions, guys. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.